Guys, in the past few hours, Frontier, or otherwise known as Front USDt on Binance, went by over 60% in a matter of less than 24 hours. And whenever you see that kind of volume spike in an altcoin, I hope you already know what to do, because all this is just a massive liquidation on a small coin. And since the open interest and market cap are so low for these kind of coins, it is very easy to make them move violently with a bit of cash and just a bit of information, guys. Like, the information on open interest is readily available, but for some reason I don't see many retail guys using it. I don't know, like, I can't justify as to why people aren't informed about that, but one thing I can guarantee you is it just means that there is more money for the smart people out there. So let me show you the trading setup on this one, and just like all the things we have discussed on this channel, guys, I'm pretty sure you will like it, because guess what? With these kind of coins, you can get your 10, 20 or 30% very quickly without leverage. And I think on planet Earth, this is the only kind of currency or asset which allows you to do that. So pay attention closely, guys, and I'm going to give you the perfect roadmap for this altcoin. Because just like I said on the Frontier thing, you need to know that the downtrend is still in place, and when Bitcoin itself is having a hard time recovering, just think about the DeFi space, guys. Like, the comparison is way too vague, and it is not quote unquote apple to apple comparison, right? Like, there is a lot of variables involved, but the point I'm trying to get across is that regardless of what anyone says, the altcoin market is definitely in the red, and that is evident by the moving averages. And the one you are seeing on the chart right now is the 4-hour time frame, and here also, guys, you can see the downtrend is very progressive, and it doesn't look like it's going to reverse anytime soon. So if you right off the bat notice the moving average, one thing you can easily say or understand is the 200-day moving average concept. Like, if you just take a look at it, it becomes very clear that each and every single time the price hit that mark, just look what happened here, guys, around 28 December, and the same kind of pattern happened again. So here also there is a huge candle sign, and now also we have seen a huge candle wick. And just by looking at it, guys, like the kind of candle wick it has experienced in the past, it clearly proves that the liquidity is very thin on this asset, and as such, it just means that you should not get involved with it unless you are playing with no leverage and have plenty of cash lying around. And with this kind of assets, personally, I would never risk more than 2 to 5 grand, because even if I scalp out 10 or 15%, that's the quickest and 500 or 600 bucks I will ever make. But you need to understand that whenever you see big wicks, it just, say what you will, guys, I just count it as manipulation, because in reality that is what it is. So just like accumulation and distribution, manipulation is also just a zone in the market, and you need to be very careful to navigate around that. And one of the best ways to beat it is just by being conservative with the cash and using sensible amount of leverage. Like, I'm not saying that leverage is bad, but too much is obviously too bad, guys. So coming back to the technicals, here also, since we are sitting at the 200-day moving average, it is just a matter of time before it goes down. And not only the harmonics are suggesting the trend, and it is easy to even plot out the trend line. It has got perfect touches around the 200-day moving average. The direction is obviously towards the bearish side, which brings now the important question, which is the target level. So since this is up by over 70%, it has to go back to the previous zones, and the previous level, which has got some sort of resistance, is around the 50 cents mark. So in actuality, it is somewhere here, and if we were to look into the percentage returns it yields, then it is something like 25%. So obviously, with that kind of thing, since bearish conditions unfold really quickly, the time horizon on this trade is going to be very short. And just look at the narrative around it also, guys. Like, there wasn't any kind of news which was particularly hitting this market up. So it just means once it has hit enough stop losses, it just eventually has to reverse, and the fall is going to be very aggressive. So keep this on your radar, watch along, and see what will unfold in the near future. And since this is a short-term trading setup, everything will be more than easy to understand, follow along, and profit from. So that is what altcoin I am meddling around for the day. And as usual, guys, if you have got any questions about that, feel free to leave a comment below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. To know more about latest trading setups just like this one in advance, along with the blueprints as to what is causing this, subscribe to our channel. because we don't only discuss technicals, but along with that, we always give you live examples. And these are the trades wherein just both the oscillators and the trend indicators agree, which means the probability is obviously on our side. And let the data speak for itself. That's it for the day, guys. See you on the next one.